Hey folks, it's Michael from the FPP. Today talking about 126 film. And here at the Film Photography Project, we're looking for like solutions for folks because 126 cartridge film was discontinued in the early 2000s. The film is not currently being manufactured by any company. So in order to shoot with your classic Instamatic cameras, you need some workarounds. And the workarounds have been to use what's known as a Fakmatic 126 to 35 millimeter adapter to hand roll 35 millimeter film into this, or folks have also used vintage cartridges. You crack them open and you can reload vintage cartridges as well. And this has been just fine with cameras like the Kodak X-15 and a bunch of other cameras. But the classic Kodak Instamatic 100, it doesn't work. It jams up the camera. So here at the FPP, one of our newest projects, film so that you could shoot with your classic Instamatic 100. Anyone out there who owns a Fakmatic or has been reloading cartridges knows the grief of trying to grind 35 millimeter through your Kodak Instamatic, and that's because of the pin system. This pin in the back with this particular camera is very sensitive, and it needs that, it's looking for that one perf. So on 35 millimeter, there are just too many darn perfs, and it just completely gums it up. FPP black and white 126 bulk film roll. Now what is this? This is a single roll of black and white, we also have color, film that you will purchase from the FPP. And you purchase it, and it's purchased for you to hand load into either your Fakmatic or your vintage cartridge. When you receive this film, it does say only open in dark. So just like you've been loading your film into your Fakmatic or your cartridge, you do need a darkroom or what's known as a film changing bag. A film changing bag is a black bag you put your hands through, and you could change film in daylight, and inside the bag it's dark. You know, dark. When you receive your bulk roll, this can only be opened in the dark. So let's go into the dark. When you open your film, it's going to be emulsions up, and you will have to, you'll pull your film out, you'll pull it to the end, and then from the end, you'll roll it back up nice and tight. As you're doing it, you could tighten that up. If you were at a barbecue or eating fried chicken before doing this, make sure you wash your hands. Create that nice loop, right? Look at that, nice and tight. Take your spool. There you go, look at that. Put it in there. There it is, you put your lid on. Nice, there it is, there's your film. You won't want to put a piece of tape here just to keep your Fakmatic together. Here is the classic Instamatic 100. Tape up the back of your camera. You don't want any light leaks. Put the Fakmatic into your camera. There you go, all nicey nice. Close your camera. And now you will advance. Oh, first exposure. Now to anyone that's been struggling, here we go. Oh, so nice, so smooth. Anyone that's been struggling with 35, you will understand and appreciate the buttery advancing. True. The buttery advancing of using the 126 perf film. Here we go again. Oh, so smooth. Whew. It's such a relief. If you buy a vintage cartridge and you can crack it open, you will get backing paper with your vintage cartridge. The dilemma with using backing paper and why I'm not using backing paper, because in the dark, it will be very difficult to line up the backing paper holes with the perfs. On the spool, great. You're putting the film in the film well. There it is. You put your spool there. Get your lid. Notice the window where the backing paper was is all taped up. Great. Close it up. Very nice. I always tape up each end to make sure that the cartridge doesn't open up. Make sure your window is taped. On the back of your on the back of your camera, tape up that window. Here is using vintage cartridge. Great. Oh. Oh, like butter. Butter. When you're shooting with a vintage cartridge or the Fakmatic, for shooting in sun, you want to buy some light tight tape. You can get it at the filmphotographystore.com. And you want to tape up your camera. You don't want light to seep into your camera and ruin your frames. And to give you an idea what I'm talking about, here's a roll, okay? I shot this with the Fakmatic on Ektachrome. This is our FPP perf film. Look, indoors, great. Look at that, terrific. Oh, that's out in the sun. Look at that. Look at these light leaks. Incredible. So just be warned, you do want to tape up your camera when shooting in daylight. That's really it. Questions, podcast@filmphotographyproject.com, or leave your comment down below. You know, we don't want to disappoint anyone. I mean, this is not finished, ready to go 126 film. We all realize that. But this is a solution, a 2024 solution for folks who want to shoot with their old Instamatics, their Rollei SL26, your Keystone camera, all the cameras that gave you hassle that would grind to a halt when you were trying to load 35mm into the awesome Fakmatic. That's it. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.